Welcome back to the Revivalists. We're going to look at the movie schedules coming up in November. Let's see what's going on. Let's start with the Long Beach Art Theater, as we always do. The Long Beach Theater is teaming up with Netflix to show some Netflix original movies in their theaters. I'm super hyped on this because there's so many cool Netflix movies that why is this not getting a theatrical release? Kind of a misstep for Netflix to be avoiding theatrical releases. That's where the money is in movies. They got Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein, Nouvelle Vague, the new Linklater movie, Train Dreams, Jake Kelly. And it looks like they have some crazy ass ones too, like Pink Flamingos. I never seen that. Maybe I'll see it this time. I'm not quite sure. But let's move on. Let's look at the Frida. I just had my film screen at the Frida for the Halloween Fest. That was nice and fun. Let's go to November. And you got Mulholland Drive. Who is this? Richard Green? He's the magician in the movie. Q&A with the magician. That would be pretty cool. He's got quite a significant role in the movie if you've ever seen Mulholland Drive. And it looks like they're playing it for a few more days after that. But the first screening's the one with the magician. I think that's the one to go to if you're gonna go see it. Then the Card Counter. This wasn't my favorite Schrader movie. Megadoc. I saw this last month. It was for sure a good watch if you like documentaries about movies. Pink Flamingos on 16mm, just like the Art Theater. And they're also playing Megalopolis. I don't know. I think I might have to give this one another chance. I did not make it through the first time awake. It doesn't sound like many people have, but it seems like kind of a crazy ass movie that I really didn't believe I saw it after I saw it. And here we have Die My Love. I'm super hyped on this movie. I'm a big Lynn Ramsey fan. Sissy Spacek, Robert Pattinson, and Jennifer Lawrence. Those are some all-timers right there. There's no way that this isn't good. This is gonna be gnarly, and I'm all here for it. And Perfect Blue. I've been wanting to see this after seeing Paprika the other month. I've been itching to see this one again. So many dates and opportunities to catch it. Francis Haas and Greta Gerwig. And looks like they're doing the Old Town Film Festival. That should be fun. Taking up a lot of slots over here. And Burning. This is a really good movie if you haven't seen it. It looks like it's playing in a few days. Times vary, but that should be a good one. James Bond. Zoot Suit, of course. In the Mouth of Madness. This is a very underrated John Carpenter movie. It's about a writer that gets sucked into his own stories. And he's kind of a horror writer, so it kind of takes some fun and crazy turns. I definitely recommend this if you're a John Carpenter fan. Forbidden Planet's fun. That's like a Leslie Nielsen movie, but like before he went funny in Airplane. Reanimator, that's like a fun 80s take on Frankenstein. Kind of campy, but it's still super fun and definitely worth a watch. Texas Chainsaw, if you didn't get enough Halloween movies, you can still see some spooky movies here for sure. Reds, I'm thinking of catching this one. Diane Keaton, she just passed away and, you know, rest in peace and all. Seems like a classic movie that I still haven't seen. Jack Nicholson too. Look at that. And then we have The Trial, Orson Welles. I just saw this for Spooktober for the first time, and it was quite the movie. Anthony Perkins, I've only seen him in Psycho, and he's really good as Joseph K. in this. Peeping Tom. This is a very interesting movie. This came out the same year as Psycho, one of the first classic slashers. Psycho was in the US, this was in Britain. I almost prefer this over Psycho, call me crazy. Double Indemnity, if you're trying to get into Noir-vember, little side mission of this month for myself as well. I definitely recommend go seeing Double Indemnity. It might be my favorite noir. Rango, I love this one as a kid. And The Kid, Charlie Chaplin's first movie. Oh, it looks like they're having Charlie Chaplin thing over the weekend. Look at this. The Kid, The Gold Rush, City Lights, Modern Times, The Great Dictator. It looks like it's a good little Charlie Chaplin weekend going on. I might have to catch a couple of those. I would like there to be a live score. I have to check to see if there's a live score, but that would be some fun times at the Frida. It looks like Fantastic Mr. Fox with the perfect autumn vibes to close out November. Now let's look at the New Beverly. Of course, the marathon is sold out, as per usual. And it looks like they're doing Longlegs and the Monkey double feature to get ready for Osgood Perkins' new movie. You'll see that it takes up most of the New Bev schedule this month. I'm not that big of a fan of one movie taking up so many weeks at the New Bev. The last time this happened was Nosferatu. It seems like that's more of a thing for the Vista. And I feel like the New Bev, 3 days at one movie at most, you know? I like the constant changing stuff out at the New Bev. I'm definitely gonna go see Keeper there, don't get me wrong. It's just my hot take. And then capping it at the end of the month, we have Goodfellas closing out. I just saw the Mr. Scorsese documentary. What a documentary. Recommend that. It's on Apple. And it's got me wanting to watch all of his movies again, to be honest. Let's look at the Vista. I don't think they have much out right now for November. It looks like, oh, here we go. So they're doing one battle after another in VistaVision, and it looks like they too are doing Nouvelle Vague. And then The Perfect Gamble, that's Tarantino's wife's movie. It's gonna be a nice family affair there. But it looks like Nouvelle Vague, I'd probably see that at the art theater, even though it'd be cool to see it on film. It'd be fun if they did like a double feature with Breathless or something. I definitely want to see Breathless before catching it. I think it's about the making of Breathless. It looks like one battle has finally reached its end of its run, coming the 4th. So if you haven't seen it in VistaVision yet, I'd say go to the Vista and see in VistaVision before it gets out. And we're gonna go over to the Cinematheque. First, we're gonna start off with the Arrow. Let's see what they got here. Starting off the month strong with Fitzcarraldo. Werner Herzog is one of my guys, and Fitzcarraldo is his epic. He moves a boat over a mountain, and of course is Claudia Cardell, recently passed away. She's the lead in this, right next to Klaus Kinski. She's one of the goats. She was in 8.5. She was in this. She was in Once Upon a Time in the West. She's in all the great like Italian movies for sure. Rear Window Hitchcock, Rafifi. I caught that one. That's a good jewel heist one. I think it goes pretty well with the Louvre heist because it's an Italian jewel heist. So take with that what you will. Annie Hall, another Diane Keaton movie. This is probably my favorite Diane Keaton movie. Despite that it is a Woody Allen movie, I think she is so good in it. Gets the title of the movie. I heard that the movie was incomprehensible and had so many more things going on, and she was kind of a side plot. But how they re-edited it and shaped it around her, that's when the movie started clicking, and it's an all-timer. The Testament of Anne Lee in 70mm. Yeah, this is an advanced screening. It's already sold out, unfortunately. Train Dreams, that's a Netflix one. Frankenstein in 35. If I like it over at the art, I'll have to come over here and see it. Ethan Hawke's gonna be here for Blue Moon. That's nice. Diane Keaton and Jack Nicholson when they're kind of older. And then Sinners. It's nice that they're bringing Sinners back in 70mm. It doesn't look like they filled out their schedule. I feel like Cinematheque more so does a rolling schedule. They're always throwing in some last minute screenings. So like that's one that you just want to keep your eye out for. It's not one that you're gonna have the whole story before the month starts. But we'll still check out the Los Feliz. I don't quite know these, so I'm just gonna keep on going until I see something that I recognize. Urchin, I've heard of that one. That's the new, what's his name, Harris Dickinson movie, and he directed it. Fruitvale Station, Michael B. Jordan retrospective. This is one that I haven't seen. I've seen like all the other Ryan Coogler movies, and this is my one blind spot. Of course, Robert Redford passed away as well. I'm not quite familiar with this movie, but you'll be seeing a lot of Diane Keaton, and you'll be seeing a lot of Robert Redford. And, you know, it's important for these theaters to pay their respect and program some of their movies for sure. What is your favorite Robert Redford movie? I haven't seen too many. There's like a lot that I'm not really recognizing. You know, I like Butch Cassidy. I like The Sting. What are some deep digs that you'd recommend? Saboteur, that's a Alfred Hitchcock one. Jurassic Park, very nice. Let's see what's going on over here at the Egyptian. All the President's Men. What a movie. That movie is cool. In the Mood for Love, that is one that I think I might want to go see in the theaters for sure. This movie is so beautiful. Like, if you could see it in the theaters, you should. There it is, Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid at 2 p.m. I wish it was like a bit later in the day, but you know, it's Saturday, who cares, I guess. An all-time classic. The script is like pretty much perfect, and it's just such a great dynamic. Newman and Redford, what icons. The Leopard, I heard this is really good. Of course, The Godfather and The Godfather Part 2. Two Diane Keaton performances that are all-timers. She's not in them too much, so you really see Michael's shift into evil and into the family business, to how he acts around her, how their dynamic of their relationship changes throughout the course of the movies. And that's it for the Egyptian. Again, for American Cinematheque, you want to just keep on checking. Like, I'd say sign up for the email list, because if it's like a good screening, it sells out pretty quick. Definitely stay alert and, you know, jump on it. Next, over to the Brain Dead. So we got Perfect Blue. That's Wednesday. The Wicker Man Climax. Climax is crazy. Like, that is filmmaking right there. A psychedelic trip going in the worst possible direction. Mandy, I'd say that one too. Old 60s acid cult. Nick Cage is crazy in it. I've seen it a few times. It's like super visceral and super immersive. Definitely go see Mandy. Shortcuts. That's a Robert Altman movie that's like pretty hard to see. Yeah, you don't get to see it around town too often. It is a bit of a long movie. It's a lot like Magnolia, if you've ever seen that. But it's definitely an interesting watch. Raising Arizona, another great Nick Cage performance. The Fog, some spooky John Carpenter. You know what? I have a sneaking suspicion of this month's theme is Nick Cage, because he just keeps popping up in all these movies. Pig. You know, I said the other one might be my favorite Nick Cage one. I lied. It's actually this one. Pig, that tears my heart out. I love it. I saw it like 3 times in the theater, and I had to get it on Blu-ray. I just love me some Pig. Blue Velvet, David Lynch tribute does not stop. This one is such a beautiful movie, and you know, so strange, and a perfect Noir-vember watch. Longlegs, get ready for Keeper. It has to be Nick Cage month. Adaptation. This one is also a great one. Nick Cage plays 2 different parts as brother screenwriters, playing the real-life screenwriter Charlie Kaufman. And this one is just a total trip. I definitely want to see this again. And closing it off, the most Nick Cage movie you can make. A movie where he plays himself trying to make enough alimony to pay off of all of his ex-wives. Next, The Gardenia. It looks like everybody's getting this K-pop Demon Hunters. What do you think about this? I haven't seen it. I'm not too interested in K-pop or animation like that, but I don't know. It's been getting some pretty good reviews and stuff. I'm like kind of a skeptic myself. I feel like I should open myself up to that, but it also just kind of feels like it's for babies. Big Lebowski, that one is so fun. I'll probably go to that. Why not? And now we are at the Eastwood. Opening night. Are you kidding me? I'm for sure going to that. I've been waiting for this movie to screen in theaters, and like now this is the perfect opportunity. November 7th at 8 and November 8th at 4. I'll go see it November 7th. If anybody wants to go to opening night, which is going to be like an awesome ass John Cassavetes movie, I'm going to go to this one. The Battle of Algiers. That one's a great companion to One Battle After Another. Like that's the movie he's watching in the movie. They're getting into the Noir-vember spirit. They have a Noir-vember double feature. The Big Combo and a mystery movie. I've seen The Big Combo. It's pretty good. The Cremator. I heard that's a really cool movie. It seems like they're doing some fun stuff at the Eastwood. I'm definitely going to check out their theatrical stuff. I like to go to the Great Film Club here this Thursday, screening The Spliffin' Pigeons. A little plug for myself. Boom, boom, boom. Let's look at Vidiots. Mildred Pierce starting off strong with Noir-vember. Thief. Yes. I've been wanting to see this in theaters. Michael Mann movie starring James Caan. His first big movie. And it's the LA premiere of a new 4K restoration. I'm fucking there. Let's go to Thief. Ran. That's a fun one on the big screen. I saw that at the Arrow pretty recently. But To Live and Die in LA, that's a must watch in LA. This movie is so cool. Vidiots is playing some cool stuff. I've only been there once, but you know, it's tempted me to go back. Both Godfather movies, of course, for Diane Keaton. Stop Making Sense. It's always going to be a dance party. You can't avoid it. Everybody's just going to be dancing and having fun. Triple R, a Vidiots staple. That's one that they reliably sell out of. It looks like a really fun time. And The Wizard of Oz, whenever that comes around, especially on film, I'm pretty tempted to go. Now let's look at the Bay Theater. Look at this beautiful theater. They just refurbished it. Oh, look at that inside. Doesn't it look nice? I just went for the first time for Night of the Living Dead the other day, and it was so beautiful. Duck Soup, that's a fun one. Back to the Future, for sure. Oh, Fistful of Dollars, here we go. That one's a classic Clint Eastwood joint. Definitely would want to see that. And Yojimbo, basically the same movie, but a samurai one. This one inspired Fistful of Dollars, but they're both great. Another Robert Redford movie, of course. Butch Cassidy. Looks like we're going full in on the Robert Redford tribute over here. Love to see it. Some concerts going on too. Some fun stuff. Old Town Music Hall. Went here for the first time this month. It was an amazing time. I'm itching to go back. Kiss Me Deadly. Noir-vember right here. Look at that. Ed Wood. That one's fun. Sullivan's Travels. That one's cool. Dr. Strangelove. Here we go. So the deal with this place is that they have like an organ set before each of one of their shows. And like the organ's really cool. It's like the whole back quarter of their auditorium, and underneath is all the organ. If it's a silent movie, an accompaniment with the movie. They're doing some Hitchcock movies, The Lion King, The Shop Around the Corner, The Kids. So this is a silent movie. This is for sure going to be organ accompanied. They're not going to play some music track. They're going to play the fucking organ. And finally, let's check out The Academy. An evening with Jeff Goldblum featuring Nashville. That sounds fun. What the heck? I've been wanting to see Nashville in the theater, and especially with Jeff Goldblum, I bet that'll be a hoot. Bullet, of course, Steve McQueen. Juliet and the Spirits. This is Fellini's first color movie. He really makes the most out of it. You can see in that little frame there's a lot of different colors. Jaws 2, I haven't seen it, but I heard it's pretty good. Definitely not as good as the first one. Looks like they're doing some Spielberg. Of course, probably for the Jaws exhibit. They're doing Close Encounters. That's a really good one. Alien in 35. That should be fun. The Best Years of Our Lives. It's like a World War II movie about PTSD. Super ahead of its time. The Darkest Hour. I remember I had a good time with that one. Maybe not a good time, but it was cool. Wings, Howard Hughes' movie. This is the original All Quiet on the Western Front. I really like the new one, and I'm wondering like how it compares to the classic silent version. Ooh, Eraserhead. Hell yeah. I've seen Eraserhead like at the Gardena Theater, and it's really interesting in the theater. It is a really strange movie, and I think I want to go to this. I might get like the museum membership. It says it's free for museum members, and go check that out. Okay, let me compile the list. And here we have it. Here is the Revivalists recommendations for this month. Of course, color-coded. Of course, there's times that are overlapping with each other. There are movies with multiple days, but that's okay. Go see whatever looks good to you. For me, I'm always looking for something that looks good and starts soon. Thanks for sticking around to the end of the video, and what's your movie that you really want to go to the theaters for? Let me know. Go see a movie soon.